Chapter 1. Shei's Welcome to the Big City. Shei sat on one of those bus park benches filled with rage, shame, dissolution, and despair. He wanted to cry, but he remembered his father's lesson that a man never sheds tears in public, no matter how bad it gets. He recollected himself and had an epiphany that not all people are bad. But what he would realize is that people in the big city are far less interested in helping than the guys from where he was from. He begged for any assistance, but no one gave him the time of day. People seemed mission-oriented, and no one seemed to have a minute to spare to listen to a stranded village boy. He decided to make the best of a bad situation and go and explore the big city that he had always dreamed of. On the way out of the bus park, he spoke with one of the security guards who, after hearing his plight, offered to hold his luggage for him. Since he had nothing valuable in his luggage, he was more than willing to leave the bag. He wandered off, and you could see in his eyes that the big city was truly something not even comparable to his imagination. He walked for hours and hours on end, admiring all that the city threw at him, while sitting down once in a while to think about his current predicament, until a genius idea popped up in his mind. He inquired where the closest police station was and began his journey. On the way, he came up with the brilliant idea of asking for shelter at the police station, since night had already set in, and he was a man left to his means. On arriving at the police station, he explained his predicament, and the best that the officer on duty could do was offer him access to an empty cell to rest till the next day. Little did he know, he had tossed himself from the pan straight into the fire. Once morning came, Shei was rather hungry and decided to go and look for some small labor that he would earn himself just enough for a meal. He tried opening the cell, which turned out to be locked. He called out, and another policeman came to see what he wanted. Thinking Shei was a criminal, the policeman just laughed at the notion of letting a criminal walk out of his cell. Shei explained his situation to the guard, who seemed less bothered with his explanation. Shei was getting frustrated. He demanded to see the policeman who was on duty to come and clear up the mess. And to his surprise, the other policeman angrily shouted at him, "Oh, okay. You've decided to play with the memory of my recently deceased friend. I promise you will rot in that cell." Shei's knees trembled. He knew that he was in trouble. Later on, he would learn that the policeman on duty who had assisted him had been murdered while on patrol, while he was sleeping soundly in his cell. "Oh, my, what fresh hell is this I brought onto myself?" Shei told himself. Catch me next time for the continuation of Shei's adventures in the big city.